I told a couple who were going for divorce. They already set for divorce. They're in the last stage. And then I said I finished teaching. It was a family life conference. And then the lady came and said, if I have listened to you a year ago, I will not be divorcing my husband. But we have gone too far. And we can't go back. It just can't work anymore. So I laughed and I said, who told you that? There is no marriage God cannot fix. I said, will you take my counsel? She said, yes. And you will do everything I ask you to do? She said, yes. I said, that's fine. I said, when you get home, go and kneel down. They are Yoruba people. And you know Yoruba people have a way of kneeling down. I said, go and kneel down and tell your husband, I just realized I've been a very impossible wife and I've not been fair to you. I want you to forgive me all the wrongs I have done, with a promise that anything you say now, I will obey and follow you. You are the leader of this house. The man laughed. He's a drunkard. He's a crook. He laughed. He says, that what they taught you in that conference you went from? They say, no go walk. The guy said, no go walk. Say, forget it. He said, no go walk. And then she saw that the wife was serious about it. So in the morning, say, are you sure that you are ready to follow me now? This guy who is making mouth is the wife that made her evil. Say, yes, I'm ready to follow you. Say, okay, number one, you meet me in the clubhouse tonight. This guy is a terrible unbeliever. He drinks, he humanizes, he does everything. He goes to clubhouse every day. So he told the wife, if you say you want to follow me, meet me in the clubhouse. The wife called me and said, how can the whole dickness that I am be found in the clubhouse? I said, you are found there looking for your husband. Your husband is lost. Go there and find him. Do you understand? I said, go there. He said, but they'll be drinking alcohol, womanizing. I said, you have your husband to womanize with. I mean, is he manized with now? Whichever way. I said, stay there. Take your own soft drinks and suya and let him take his alcohol and take all the stupid thing he wants to take. I said, by going there, you win the first battle. All those cheap girls will lose their job. A customer is no longer available because the owner of that customer has come. Do you know what I'm talking about? So sit in front of him, gist with him, pull his ears like the other guys are pulling the other people whose wives are not there. Is that okay? Play with your own wife and then get back home. So they will get home and then they will go again the following day. This lady was a bank manager at that time, and this guy is a CEO of a company. It's not a poor guy. But he doesn't know God. So they will go again, and the wife will always keep calling me. He said, I should come again. I said, go. Didn't you enjoy yesterday? At least you brought your wife or husband home. Is that right? You were smelling alcohol, you were smelling Martina. Just smell something and be sure that the life runs. It looks like a joke. Her pastor didn't understand what I was doing. Called her and said, you are a dickness. How dare you go to a clubhouse? You want to embarrass the name of this church. So you call me and say, Madam, leave pastor alone. Pastor is the beneficiary at the end of this process. Just follow me. After 1 week, 2 weeks, because now she can't go to church, she can't go for Bible study, she can't go for prayer meeting. The guy just says, follow me. You understand? Just follow me. And then after 2 weeks, he looked at the woman. I said, you have really changed. You followed me without questioning my authority like you used to do. For 2 weeks. Okay, today, I will follow you to that your church. So they went to church. And the guest speaker was a former drunkard. The guest speaker that came to church. And the guy was telling about his terrible life and everything and how Christ saved him. And this man broke down in tears and came to the altar and gave his life to Christ. Today he's a preacher. And then they went back to church under 1 month. All this is 1 month process. A lost home was recovered. Because it takes strength of counseling to recover many distressed homes. It doesn't take a fight. At times we do a wrong fight, fighting our spouse. No man should be fought. No woman should be fought. Just strength of wise counseling. You will save many homes. We've lost counts of many homes the Lord have recovered across several nations. Just for simple counsel. That pastor who was complaining, you are missing Sundays and Bible school. You are missing this. He is the beneficiary. Now he has gained the man, gained the wife, gained the children back to church. And he trained under him and became an assistant pastor. Now he's preaching the gospel everywhere and tell people, thank God my wife followed me. Some of you are married, but you're not following your husband. 2 people in the same house facing 2 different directions, just bearing one common surname. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, you don't want to be involved in people's matter. So you just say what you know and you are being careful. A man you should rebuke. You say, well, if you feel so, if you think that's what you want to do. Are you hearing me? And then the guy said, well, Pastor, I think I'm done. Done? Who cooked you? How long were you cooked that you are done?